What up, world? This is your boy Sky, broadcasting live. Obviously, there's always some type of noise going on in this world. Noisy airplane, something all the time. Sooner or later, this world gonna have to listen up, straight up, like real talk. Sooner or later, this whole earth, besides me, yeah, I'm my own world. I'm talking about, you know, humanity, planet Earth will have to listen up, okay? Because you can feel the vibes and auras and energies. Like today, I discovered a new 528 hertz, 528 gigahertz, or 528 hertz frequency music. You know, and there's a new variation of it, and that's like the love frequency. And it's like really enchanted. You know what I'm saying? It's very magical, majestic, ancient, mysterious type of music, and it really calms you down though, and like especially when you're just walking or driving or something like that, you're like, wow, the world is looking pretty interesting. You know what I mean? Like today it was kind of cloudy, and just the vibes, the energy of the people, like just the illusion. You know what I'm saying? Like our spirit, our vessels, human vessels, and like there's so many layers to that, you know, and then also to our life as well, like all this material stuff, and bottom line is sometimes being in the concrete jungle can be very overwhelming sometimes because you be on some deep stuff, some deep nature, ancient stuff, and then it's like everything in front of you is like nothing like that. Not all the time. I'm just saying like in different parts that you may go to is nothing what you imagine or dreamed of. Obviously it's a big city, but like for those of us that are getting real deep, into esoteric knowledge, information and stuff about nature, about, the formless earth, about creation, about God, about the universe, about spirituality, etc., the journey within. You see a lot of deep stuff and you connect a lot of dots, with your own patterns of behavior and patterns of learning. And I don't know, just like you start to connect the dots with certain things. Cause like for me, this when you go vegan, it really just strips your layers, and like it's a benefit too because it helps to slow you down. Because maybe even for a long time you have been going so fast, working so hard, for people that really don't even care. And then you go vegan and like you barely even having any food and stuff like that, or you're doing the best you can, but it's a lot of resistance. I'm just sharing personally what's happened on my side. This is the straight up truth, you know. And like it's like you're swimming against the current, you know what I'm saying? And there's some other swimmers too, to the left and to the right of you, and they swimming too, like forward. They honestly support you, but like the masses is like it's dead, it's cold, and it's just like sometimes kind of eerie. It's like you're not scared, and you're not like you know fearful, but it's just kind of strange. Like whatever the contrast of energies, just yeah, that's all I'm saying. You know, because I truly am a vegan. I don't know about other people that say they're vegan or not. That's none of my business. But for me, I personally am a vegan of 2 years and 7 months. So like my consciousness has been rising higher and higher, and like it's just some deep stuff. Like I'm realizing my worth, learning my worth, and I'm realizing like the bigger picture of things. Like I have my mentor, and I remember he was saying, see that the whole world is working in your favor, is working for you, this and that, and like it kind of actually makes sense in a way because like I realized, some of the most intelligent people and wealthiest people don't really do much, you know, and like it's like a loyal thing, like it just makes sense, you know, and that's what I've come to realize because I noticed throughout my life, throughout everything, from all these sports in school, etc. I noticed how I felt internally, and I opted out a lot of those. You know, I may it's been long since I played any of them. I mean, I can if I want to. I can play for fun or something, but I chose to go on my own and just want to go on a journey within for a reason. You know, so like I noticed that. I noticed with all the jobs I've ever had, you know, internally, like the feeling, what you feel, you know, and then slowly but surely when you start adjusting and doing different, you know, become like having new opportunities come your way, you know, financial opportunities, new services that, you know, finally get you so that you're not really doing so much physical work all the time, you know, and at the same time also like you're still capable of big work. Like me, I moved my couch down 3 stories, 3 flights of stairs here at the apartment, you know. Do I need an award for that? No. Do I need a celebration for that? No. Now I would love a celebration for that, you know. But like, nah, I don't. I did in the middle of the night, very quietly, and you know, I just had a calling to do that solo. You know, I did it well, without struggling, without throwing it off, without making noises or anything. So when I was doing that, it was kind of cool. So I was so focused. You know, I wasn't having people judging and staring and this and that. And that's honestly what I've noticed. Like whenever you're out in the city, in the streets, in restaurants and stores and this and that, people are gonna look at you, and you don't even know what's going through their mind. But all I can know is just I can just trust my own intuition. To be honest, like from the times where you actually would care so much about what people were thinking and analyzing and really being in their mind to see what they're going through about you, what they're thinking about you, and this and that, to where you finally are just breaking free from that, from caring what people think, and then you're so far off that it doesn't even phase you anymore. Like you don't even notice it. Like you might feel like feel like someone is looking at you subtly when you're walking by, but like it doesn't even matter. You're just so in your own mind, your own world that you're not even overthinking about that, you know. And bottom line is like I can feel it, you know. Sometimes when I'm walking in certain areas, I can feel it, you know. I'm walking with the dog, you know. I'm a dog walker, and I'm walking with the dog, and sometimes, you know, of course, for the most time, we're supposed to be in harmony together, you know, symbiotic relationship, you know, like everything on the planet is the ecosystem. But you know, we're just walking, and it's supposed to be fluid. It's supposed to be, you know, connected. But then sometimes I'll know, you know, like there'll be a disconnect. And it's nothing personal too. It's honestly distractions, you know. I remember when we were walking, and guess what? A group of like 4 or 5 people. I don't know who these kind of people are. They're like matrixy, you know, bobblehead corporate people. You know, all this stuff, and like we're walking, and then behind, all of a sudden, the dog wants to stop, and it's just acting all good and interesting and just distracted. And then it's these people, and then like you know, we're just trying to walk forward and just the vibes. You know what I'm saying? The vibes don't match. You know. And then guess what? They just it still was, you know, messing with the dog. Like this energy, you know, dogs are very sensitive. Canines can hear very far. They have very good hearing. You know, so like we just turn around and just walk past. You know, like that's another thing too. I noticed along this journey. I remember in high school all the time, and school in general, and even at work all the time. You know, of course, a lot of us were very, you know, kind of all over the place, growing, you know, young, this and that. And like, you know, we walk down the hall, then instantly always wanting to make eye contact with the person who's walking the opposite direction. Always wanting to be friends with them. Always wanting to, you know, talk. Well, not all the time. You know, sometimes it's someone that you really don't resonate with. But, you know, like for the most part, you're looking for that, you know. And then on this awakening, this vegan journey, it's been like the complete opposite. It's like the more and more just everyday experiences, going to get gas, going to a client's place, walking the dog, walking in Whole Foods, walking in the store, wherever. And like finally, I'm at the point where I'm not constantly being distracted, taking off my tracks, you know, looking over here, looking over there like that, like in a way that gets me out of my own alignment, literally, you know, forth, you know, to where I'm actually finally so focused on what literally is ahead in front of me, you know, and I'm able to be in my own mind still, and like it's pretty cool because for us to be able to realize what's happening, our growth with our body and stuff, you know, is a blessing and a gift. So that's what I'm doing, and I know what I feel, I know what I sense, you know what I'm saying, and like it's interesting, you know, it's very interesting. I wonder about a lot about this world. You know, I'm not saying it's a bad place. I'm just saying I know what I feel. You know, I know what I feel in different instances. So it's that honestly, you know, that 528 hertz music can really help out a whole lot. This whole world, you know, if this whole world was to get along. So, you know, like they said, choose people that choose you. Don't try so hard. So that's what this whole process did. You know, because that's probably why, to be honest, us chosen ones in the first place got caught up eating junk food in the first place because we were already ahead of the game so far that we had to be lied to and to eat something that would try to slow us down. You know, junk food, meat, dairy. You know, to be real, you know, because then once you let that stuff go and you start to heal yourself and, you know, get back to where you're supposed to be, improving that, you know, then it's like it's game over, you know. There's no more games. There's no more running from people. There's no more people running, you know, like people will have to face the truth. Hence, eternal authenticity, you know. And yeah, so anyway, this your boy Sky Broadcasting Live.